Sandra here from HippoLogic, and today I wanted to share with you why my business name is HippoLogic. Hippo means horse, and logic means knowledge about. Um, and I thought a long time about what the most perfect business name would be, because in the time I started HippoLogic, it was early 90s and it was super hip not to have a personal brand, but a business brand that you can hide behind. And my childhood dream always has been to communicate with horses, um, and that you really cultivate a friendship with your horse, and that your horse is working with you instead of that you are the boss um, of your horse and you're telling him what to do, and that there's no choice for your horse, because I just wanted to give my horse a choice. So if he would say no, then I could like investigate why he was saying no, so that I could make things better for my horse. So my childhood dream was communicating with horses and culture, cultivate a real friendship with horses. And like one of my examples was a fictional person, Alec Ramsey from the Black Stallion. He's stranded with an unapproachable racehorse, the Black Stallion, on a deserted island. He tamed the horse, he built that friendship bond, and he was the only one that really had that deep connection. And that was like, that really sparked, like, that was um, the writer of those books really voiced out what I was dreaming about. Um, so and later, when I started to have riding lessons in a riding school, I really started to dream about a world without whips, training with choices. So, and I had a free leash horse. He was a stallion. I started him under saddle myself when I was 16, and he was black. So, I really learned a lot, and he taught me that horse Sholto. He taught me that he would do what I was asking without a whip, which was amazing. And no, he didn't do it right on the spot, not so snappy with his reaction as that he would react with a whip. And later, when I understood what aversives were and what appetitives were, I understood that if you ask a question, that the horse needs time to process what it is that you're asking. So yeah, sometimes it takes a second and it feels long, 1 second to respond. Well, okay, if you see a whip, if you know you get whipped on butt, you will run. There's no thinking involved. It's just triggering the flight response of the horse. And I don't think that if you use these coercives in a way like this, that you can really build a bond that is built on two-way communication, because it's top down. I tell you and you do what I say. So that's not how I wanted to be with horses. Um, and I've had many equine teachers that clearly helped me pivot from working with aversives, working in a traditional way, to working with positive reinforcement and really allow the horse choices. And what amazes me is that they are hardwired to please you. So it's not difficult. And every time they say no, they have a damn good reason. They are in pain, they are in fear, they are uncomfortable. And the more you listen to those signals, um, the more they will tell you and the more they will trust you. Anyway, I digress from why I called my business HippoLogic. Hippo in Greek means horse, and logic means knowledge about. And that's what I wanted. I wanted to know as much as possible about horses, their behavior, their natural needs and wants and desires, so that I could create a friendship bond that was really based on something the horse also wanted. And I wanted only to keep horses in, because I can be there 1 hour a day or maybe 2 hours, which leaves the horse 22 or 23 hours without me. And I really want my horse or horses to be as happy as without me, because their natural needs are met. Because I believe that if their natural needs are met, they have less stress, they are healthier, they enjoy life more. And it's not about riding. For me, riding is not that I want to avoid riding or against riding, but it's more than, if you have a horse and you have a friendship bond, it's more than riding. I have mini horses and I enjoy them as much as having a full-size horse, because it's not it's not the riding that I want, it's the relationship that I want. And that's why I really want to know how our horse is feeling, what do they need in order to be happy, um, and how do they learn. And that's also based on knowledge. So that's how I came up with HippoLogic. Hippo means horse, and logic means knowledge or science, knowledge about or science. So that's why I called HippoLogic. And the why of HippoLogic is, why did I start helping other people, is that what I experienced, that horses do listen to you if you give them a choice. They do listen to you if you use positive reinforcement. You don't have to force them. You just have to explain what it is you want in a way that they, with their equine brain, can understand it and make a choice about cooperating or not. So, that's my why. I want to work with horse people, and I choose to work only with people who want seemingly the impossible thing. I've trained and tamed a wild horse, seemingly impossible. At my age, at 14, it was seemingly impossible that I would start my own horse under saddle. Don't let that what other people tell you that's impossible, don't let them stand in between you and your dream. There's a reason that you have that dream, and I think almost all dreams are possible. So I really choose to support people who struggle because they are following their values. They want to accomplish something without force. They want to accomplish something in giving the horse a choice. Even though everybody's yapping in their ears like, stop those treats, you're spoiling your horse, you can never do this, or whatever they are telling you in order to discourage you, I'm here to tell you, I'm here to support you. So if you have those strong values that I have, like put the horse first, because one of the things I always say is that when you build on the R from relationship, the R from results will follow. Because once you have that trust and mutual communication, you can train your horse to do anything. It doesn't matter. I'm convinced that you can teach a horse to train to jump through a burning hoop with fire, based on trust and mutual understanding, because they will know that it is safe. So if you are one of those people that that feel a lot of like resistance of the horse people, traditional horse people around you, and telling you that you cannot do it, and you really really want to do it. If you have a horse that cannot be on their own and you want to turn him into a trail horse so you don't need other people with horses to come with you, it's all possible. I've done that with my very herd bound former wild horse. I know you can do it. um, the first client that I worked online with had a stallion, and everybody was saying to her, telling her, "You have to geld him. Don't keep him a stallion. He's biting. He's unreliable. You should either sell him." Most people advised her to kill him and sell him for meat. That was really really hard because she loved that horse so much. And then other people said, stop using treats, you're spoiling your horse, you have made him that way. Well, the biting behavior is stallion behavior, it's in their play. And working with me, within a few sessions, the nipping behavior that her stallion had, the first video she sent me, he tried to nip her, her clothes, her hands, the halter, 25 times in a couple of minutes. After we worked together, I helped her write a clear shaping plan. Within a couple of weeks, she sent me a video that she took her horse out of the pasture and he didn't nip her or the halter or her clothes once. It was done with that behavior because she could communicate, no, this is not the time. I really want to halter you and that you come along with me. And she could give him alternatives for that play behavior and reduce the biting in training and in like daily husbandry skills. I had another client and her horse Frankie is so fabulous, Frankie. But Frankie was over aroused. He was so excited about clicker training. And as a gelding, he had his willy out and he was like so over aroused that he was not in thinking mode. So when you can reduce that over arousal, that excitement about the training, which can be, if it's too much, the learning mode is turned off. But she too, she did the work, she did the homework, and after a couple of weeks, she found a balance that Frankie was in learning mode again. And then we worked on the at liberty stuff that she wanted to do on the movement training, and he was open to it because he finally was not that busy in his head focusing on the treats and what he was missing out on. So it's not the behavior that is the hardest to train, but it's overcoming the personal struggles or the miscommunication that is there. So in the HippoLogic Academy, I help my members personally with their dreams. That's what makes it unique, and that's why I only allow a limited amount of new members next year. And I really want to work with people who have those impossible dreams because they can use some support. So if your dream is to exercise your horse without force, I would say join the academy. Or if your dream is really to build that two-way communication with your horse, built on trust, join the academy, because that is what I help people with. Let me see. Or if you have a young horse and you're looking for somebody who can start your horse under saddle, I know you can do it yourself because your horse already trusts you. And if you can improve your two-way communication system and if you can build on trust, I think everybody can start their own horse under saddle. And I think it's even better for your horse to be guided through that process by somebody who they are already trusting. So that's my personal experience, but also my personal opinion about starting horses under saddle. I'm not pro send him away for 6 weeks and then all the buttons are installed. No, horses are not a machine. You don't install buttons, you teach behaviors and you get feedback, and you don't coerce your horse in doing it because then it looks like he has been trained. Let's see, what else do I want to say? So yeah, so now you know why my business is called HippoLogic, and my why, the reason I help people is because I find it incredibly important that people start to listen to horses. And because the more you listen, the more you can do to increase their welfare. And a happy horse will communicate more to you and will be a safer horse. Yeah, we have a ghost that is knocking. It's probably a bird that is looking for some insects in our house. Anyway, life. Um, so yeah, I find it really, really important that horse people understand what horses need, because the better you can facilitate your horse in their happiness, the more fun you can have with your horse. So that's my personal why, that's my drive to keep on going with HippoLogic and helping horse people. So in 2024, the program will be focused on getting your dream behaviors. I help people personally with accomplishing their equestrian dreams. So what I want people to do, if you have like an impossible dream, contact me. There will be, every member will be interviewed because it has to be a match. If you're not a match for me personally, or I'm not a match for you, I don't want you to be in the program because it won't work. If there's no chemistry, it won't work. But if you think, I really, really want to train my horse with positive reinforcement, I wish I had an alternative for using whips. I wish I had enough support to stand up to my traditional environment, or you need that support, I would say contact me. If you want to have an interview, you're not obligated to become a member, but it is a prerequisite. So the academy opens soon. So all the people that I already have interviewed and have pre-approved, they all get at the same moment, they will all get the signal that the academy is open. I open the academy for one more time for a few days, and then you 2023 prize for the whole year, which is an amazing deal because you get weekly coaching sessions and you get my personal feedback on your training videos for a price that I have not yet seen other people offer it for. So if you think like I am a personal match, my personality matches your personality, don't hesitate to contact me. And that's all I wanted to share with you about HippoLogic. Thank you very much for watching. I would love to have a thumbs up or engagement in this video, because that's always good for the social media. And you know why I always end my videos with happy horse training.